on today's episode, tequila is the quickest way to find out if she's bi. Body count is something you keep to yourself. And your mom should not be texting your girlfriend. It's time to grow up, Will. On Advice Unfiltered, episode 12. Welcome to another episode of Advice Unfiltered, episode 12, with Chris David and Tony Rodriguez.
Episode 12.
Episode 12, bro.
All right.
12 episodes.
We're just talking.
More fingers than you got.
12 is always a good number.
Yeah.
Appreciate
cool.
all of you behind the scenes. We just took so much time in this.
So much fucking time.
Technology's great when it works, and it sucks when it doesn't. So.
Amen to that one.
But we thank you all. So we got Instagram up. We got Instagram over here. We got TikTok. And obviously, we're filming live.
Everybody?
For anyone who's never joined us before, this is what we do behind the scenes. So you're joining us live. We can hopefully read some stuff. We got questions for you guys. If you're on this feed in front of me, yes, I look like I blend into the background because I just got back from Puerto Rico. So this is...
Yeah, thanks for making me look really pale, bro.
This is Puerto Rico. This is the Puerto Rican side of you, which I enjoy.
Look how dark Tony looks. And then there's my pale ass.
That's what happens when you're half Puerto Rican and half Italian. So you get it. You can tan. I always joke with people. It'll be like April, and they'll be like, "How are you tan? Where'd you go?" I go, "It's through the sunroof."
Yeah.
It's just like an hour outside mowing the lawn.
Whatever. Stop bragging, bro.
So it's like one good thing.
I'm so pale, dude. Oh, whatever.
All right.
Soon it's gonna change.
I feel like we just talked about it. I feel like I haven't seen you in like forever.
I know, forever, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. You were on vacation?
Well, I had work to do, so and then I had family stuff. So it was fine. It was good. I mean, don't get me wrong.
How was Puerto Rico, Jeff?
You want my honest answer?
Of course, I always want. Yeah, this is unfiltered fucking advice, right?
It's here's what I would say. Puerto Rico is an interesting. First of all, it has been a while since I've been to an island. I forget that everyone who lives on an island is on island time.
Oh, yeah. So everything takes forever.
Everything takes... And it's not Puerto... It's
There's nowhere to go. So why take so long?
The people just look at you, you're like, hey, can I get a margarita? You probably assume they've made one a million times. And they're just like... And then it just... You're like, because you're just so used to it up here. People move.
Yeah, moving, yeah.
There is nobody hurries. There's no urgency.
So like, I'll get it for you in the next hour.
And when it's not there yet, you just like, you just can't help it. I'm from the Northeast. It's like everything up here moves.
Yeah.
So you're trying to be patient. You wait, and then you're like, hey, by the way, it's been 20 minutes. Can you check on the guac and the chips? And they just go and they go, sure.
Sure.
So, but no, here's what I would say about Puerto Rico. I feel this way about every island I go to. There's a part of me that always feels bad because when you actually drive to the island, and this is not just Puerto Rico, but a lot of islands are very poor. So you drive through, this community where your heart breaks a little bit just to drive into a really nice hotel where everything's great.
That's got to be rough.
But Old San Juan was great. Went to the rainforest. Tried to find a limestone cave that didn't fucking exist. That was a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah?
But
a limestone cave that didn't exist?
Bro, it was so annoying. Drove all the way out, drove around. Google took me to a gas station. Didn't know fuck was going on. But I will say this.
Gotta love Google,
the one thing about vacations, if I'm going, easy. So you land in Puerto Rico and your hotel, no joke, is 6 minutes away.
Perfect.
And then you don't have to do shit, but sit there and drink, and it's about a pool. So, and the place had a banging gym. So I was
Did it really?
Yeah, I was had 3 floors, a rooftop.
Wow.
So so there's no complaints. Puerto Rico's it was a good vacation. I would go back. Not for kids. There's nothing really for kids there. So but I went back to the homeland to see the family. So see who's over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it worked out.
Very cool, man. How was your holiday? Good?
What holiday was it? Easter?
It's great. Easter was good. Thank you very much for asking.
If anyone asks, I am not a religious person, but I'm on a one-on-one with God. So we got a one-on-one, but I'm not great with whatever you could. You were telling me, you were like, it's good. I was like, what's going on?
That's all right. Listen, I know a girl that's Catholic. And freaking, she didn't even know that stuff I knew.
I don't want to say I'm my family just not big churchgoers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean I'm not a spiritual person. I just don't. Someone will say, like, oh, when's I was like, oh, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Every holiday is a reason to celebrate. So if it's Easter, I'm all in. I don't know. If it's got good food and people get together, I'll celebrate it.
Yeah, I had a good time. I spent 3 days with my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent 3 days with
Oh,
my
that's
son.
awesome.
Yeah, I bought him a bunch of Legos.
Ooh.
Sat there and built Legos. Freaking, like,
By the way, the most expensive cool things ever, Legos.
Ever, dude.
Oh, my God.
This is a normal box, like $100. You know what I
It's
mean?
crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you build?
He built the X-Jet from X-Men.
Oh, that's awesome.
He built the fighting Avengers scene in Ultron, where they're fighting in
In New York?
No, in the ice, in the snow, like in the
that's
opening
awesome.
scene when they're like fighting in the opening scene.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're fighting like some like Russian whatever. Yeah,
He built that whole set?
built the whole set. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was up till like 4 a.m. building that crap, bro.
My wife's father was a big Lego person, building the cars with the engines and Taj Mahal and all that stuff. But you get to a point where you're like, where do I keep putting all this stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
The last one I bought him I thought was cool. Is I bought him the old school Adidas shell toe.
Oh, that's
Lego
cool.
set in the box. You built the box and you had the shoe in it.
Oh, that's cool.
It was pretty dope.
That's pretty dope.
And then he just was like, where am I going to put this? I'm like, I don't know. You got 400 of them. So
Yeah.
then they love when they finally come to you and go, hey, do me a favor. Please don't buy me any more Lego stuff. So
Yeah, no, I get it. They actually have Lego glue. You know that?
Have you ever seen the Lego movie?
Yes, I love Lego.
And the Lego movie is all about the guy gluing the pieces together.
Yeah. So that glue. Here's a fun fact. My son knew this. I didn't know this. Fun fact for everybody was in the Legos. I don't know how we got down this path, but
who knows?
You put the glue on it. You put the glue on it, but if you put it in hot water, it dissolves.
Oh, that's amazing.
So then you can rebuild it or take it apart or whatever you do.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. My son knew that. I knew nothing about all that, but yeah.
No, I liked going. The last time we went to Legoland and Disney World, and we made our own Lego, our own people.
Oh, that's cool.
That was cool.
That's pretty cool.
But it's
pretty cool.
when you're a parent, you get in this weird place where you're like, do you want to buy them so I can step on them when I randomly find them?
Yeah, they don't. Nothing hurts like a Lego when you're barefoot.
No, they hurt so bad.
It's like a ninja weapon.
Oh, for sure. So, and while we're on the topic, really quick, just so you guys know, while we're on technical difficulties, if you went to listen to episode 11, you'll probably notice it was missing a couple minutes. It's been a crazy technology week, but episode 11, I reposted it. It's back up. So if anybody's missing a couple minutes of it, you can find it everywhere. It's back, the whole episode. Thank God it was only like, I don't know, maybe 13 minutes, but we're back. And nothing is worse than hotel Wi-Fi. So
yeah, it's up and running. Hey, things happen. We're a brand new show.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Things happen.
But
it's all called growing pains.
But I do want to give a shout out because you guys who are on supporting us are the best. You immediately reach out to me like, hey, just give you a heads up. I tried to link just so you know it cut short. Here's where it was. And so I appreciate all of you that sent me messages. It was very nice. Nobody was an asshole about it. And it was very nice. So we got that back up and running.
Since we're on the fan talk, man, let's talk about everybody being awesome, by the way. What did they sit in, like over 1,000 or something?
So our cologne. So
yes.
Your beautiful idea of cologne question.
Yes. So let's recap. Let's recap so bring everybody up to play.
Yeah. So what we're talking, why, how did we get on cologne?
So we had a story.
Yeah.
Right? So somebody told us a story about how they were on a date and this guy put on way too much cologne.
Oh.
And we were discussing how, you just got to spray it and walk into it, right? And the guy probably didn't know. He probably stank really bad, but whatever. And I'm sure if you told him, he probably corrected it real quick. But we were talking about, what cologne does women really like? Like, is there a certain cologne that all women like? So we asked you guys to write in the answer, and you did.
Yes, and I had to go through thank God for AI. It was over 1,000 responses.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So great.
I don't want to tell you yet, but I just want to say, because I'm going to wait till later in the show.
No, we'll do it at
go.
the end.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end. We'll let you guys know at the end what the favorite cologne is, what you guys picked.
Yes.
What the number one was. But we just want to say thank you guys. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. You guys wrote in like that. That's pretty amazing.
It was pretty amazing. And by the way, not even just the emails, but the TikToks, the Instagrams, the replies, just the thought that goes behind it, some of the crazy answers that couldn't make the cut. But yeah, it was awesome. So,
yeah, it was pretty cool. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for doing that, man.
Well, so hopefully we'll tell people, and then there'll be some guys out there that go,
yeah. So any guys watching, pay attention.
Pay attention.
We're gonna let you know what the cologne is. All the women love.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So if you're out there, we're here for you. We got your back, bro.
So, and the other beautiful thing on episode 11 for all of you that listened was from Anita in the Netherlands. She came through with the clutchest merch idea ever, which was the Chris David blanket, and so you could lie under him or on top of him and include a voice recorder saying motivational quotes. So in the whole having fun with the show, I am going to get that made. So we are going to make.
What?
I'm going to get it made.
You're going to get the blanket made.
100%. I already put the stuff together.
Right.
So we're going to make a Christopher David blanket. And what we're going to do is next week, hopefully we'll have more details. But what we'll do is if you like, subscribe, and share, do the whole thing. We will select a person at random here on the show. We'll pull it right out.
Pull it right here on the show.
And of course, you'll only want to if you want to be in a raffle, you'll tell us. And if we pull your name, you will be the and Chris might even sign it. You'll be the only one blanket in existence.
Oh, and thank God for that, right?
Yes,
thank God for that one blanket.
So years later, when you're like running for political office, someone's like, "I got a Christopher David blanket."
That's pretty funny. That's gonna be so funny.
But a couple people wrote in, so I did think this was a good idea, and I think this will be. I know we're way ahead, but I also think of big things for us. So I will announce now in April that for the holidays we are going to do a 2026 Advice Unfiltered calendar. And
wait, what?
Yes, we're totally going to do it.
What?
Absolutely. So we're going to do an Advice Unfiltered
a calendar.
Yeah, 100% for 2026. Calendar. Absolutely.
It's going to be just headphones and a microphone.
Whatever it is.
It's just going to be different angles of the microphone.
January is going to be like, our podcast is double digits.
Double digits.
Be a grower, not a...
funny.
What we'll do is...
So you're going to get... Wait, so let me recap all this, okay?
See, we haven't seen each other in a while.
Because we haven't seen each other. We haven't talked about any of this, okay? So this is all new to me. So like, I didn't know any of this has happened. So let me get it straight. Okay. You're gonna get a blanket made with me on it.
I already found who's making it and everything. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I just think
we're gonna raffle that off to whoever shares, subscribes, and likes our stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you share our stuff and you want to be entered, that's how we'll do the blanket. Because that's fair. If you're supporting us for fun, let's get a blanket out there, right? For sure.
Never in my life did I ever think I'd hear that conversation.
By the way, not only never in your life, but a dude has made a blanket of you, right? Like my buddy made a blanket of you. You're like, what?
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
All right, it's awesome. All right. So then,
separately,
and then you want to do a calendar?
100%.
A calendar.
Don't forget, I'm a professional photographer.
You are a professional
and I got all the equipment. I got all the graphic design experience. So what we're gonna do is right around the holidays, because here's what'll happen. Right around the holidays, this is my marketing brain. Right around the holidays, guess what the holidays will be for us?
What?
Episode 50.
Oh,
and it's gonna be 50 weeks. So to celebrate the 50th episode, we'll release a calendar, and right about then it'll be just probably right before the new year. It'll be a 2026 calendar.
I got to say it's fucking genius.
So that's what
fucking genius.
So so that's what we'll be working towards.
So there you go.
Outside shirts and stuff, hopefully they'll come this year.
Having to fucking keep working out and saying the shit.
Well, I'm telling you now, because I know me too, as I'm going through the summer, in the back of my head, I'm going to be like, do I really want to eat this pizza at 2 o'clock in the morning? No, yes, I have a calendar shoot. I have a calendar shoot in 6 months.
Calendar. Here we go.
So, all right. So that's going to come out. So no worries there. All right. But outside that, I think it's question time. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I don't have a way to get these, but I'm going to...
Listen, there's one thing I learned about you, Tony. You find a way.
I will.
You find a way.
I will find a way for sure. Because you know why? Someone out there is going to help me do it. And someone messaged me, and I completely forgot who it is. I want to get the action figures made.
Yes, I definitely want the action. Listen, anybody knows how to get those action figures made in real life? I want one. And you know why I want one? It sounds so bad, right? I want one because my son's at the right age right now where he plays with action figures, right? And I want to see if I'm the dad who beats up everybody or if I'm the dad getting beat up by everybody. That's what I want to see. I want to see what he thinks of me. Like, in that moment when he's playing, it's either going to be I'm messing up the Hulk or I'm getting my ass beat. Yeah. So I want to see where I sit. But yes, I want the action figures.
Yes,
absolutely,
I totally do.
Absolutely.
I'll probably get a few only because I definitely just want to put 2 like here on the table.
Absolutely.
But then, like you said, just a couple extra dresses. I'll give them out as gag gifts to my family just to fuck with them. They'll be like, what'd you get for Christmas? I got an action figure of Tony and Chris.
Fucking awesome. Be fucking awesome. I love that idea. So, I love that idea more than any other one. I like the action figure idea.
So that I need a little help with. So anyone out there has got any connections with people, that's why when Ming was here, our person who owns a shared universe, for you guys who know, I said to Ming, I was like, how do you get the Funko Pop made? Just out of curiosity. because he's a celebrity, but
Yeah.
we don't need 1,000 action figures.
No.
By the way,
I bet you we can sell them though.
we'll have to wait until this Chinese tariff war ends. Because what probably would cost us $5 will be $500.
$500, right? $500 for an action figure. It'd be worth it. That would be me.
Oh my God! I think I would pay it. I think I would pay it to have an action figure.
I would definitely want one.
I'm not
again,
gonna
I just
lie.
want to see how my kid uses it. I just want to see if I'm the hero or I'm getting my ass whooped. Like that's what I want to see.
I don't want to see what my 17-year-old would do in an action figure of me.
He's
But
out there with a pellet gun.
just bang. Dad's got a bottle in one hand and he's smoking in the other.
And M80 behind it, you know.
All right. So, but outside that, we appreciate you guys as always. Episode 12. We have lots of questions from you guys. So let's get to it. First off, I'm in love with our favorite New Jersey politician.
Megan?
Yeah, Megan, Eminem.
Megan. What's up, Megan? You out there?
So Megan wrote in. She just wants to know this. If you're interested, my uncle has 4 Ferraris. So unfortunately, tell Chris no Lambos. But if you ever guys want to just come drive some different cars, you can.
Yes, Megan.
Yes. So
yes, please, Megan.
so that was awesome. And then she also threw in there, I would trade you guys free rides if you could do a calendar or at least a
That's
hot,
where you got
sexy
the idea
photo
from,
shoot.
huh? That's where you got the idea. That's where this whole wait.
Megan
That's
was
where this
part of
whole thing came from,
It
right?
started with Megan.
So he's like, Tony's like, listen, we
Wait
can
a
drive a Ferrari. I'm gonna put Chris in the calendar because that's what.
Bro, I'll go on the fucking calendar drive for. I don't give a shit. Not my first
I thought
calendar.
this is all your idea. This is all your idea, Megan. That's all your idea.
Not my first calendar.
That
Let's
is
do
too
it.
funny.
But she said she was like. By the way, she had a watch party. They said they loved it. So that was really great.
Oh, they really watched it. They really watched it. They loved it. That's freaking awesome.
So that was awesome.
That's
so
great.
But
I can't believe freaking. I feel like I just got used.
Yeah. But look,
I just feel used.
bro, it's all about marketing.
It's okay, dude. I want to drive a Ferrari. Yes, Megan. Please contact us, and we will come.
We will do an episode.
We will do an episode
for your town council meeting.
Yes. Yeah.
Drive
We'll come. We'll do a play-by-play at the meeing going on.
Yes.
Well,
so,
Megan told that person to.
Yes. And look, by the way, Megan, you were nice enough to even say that Miss Rodriguez and Megan would be the official photographers of the event. So shout out to you for throwing in my wife in there. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. So Tyler, I don't know if you want to take photos of me and Chris with no shirts on, but it's fine.
I really need to work on my abs.
You could chime in. Go ahead. You want to take photos of us at a calendar shoot?
I mean, I'll probably take them better than Regina.
That is very true. So from a professional standpoint, I am with you on that since you actually are a good photographer. So, but she asked us interesting questions. So obviously you had your kid for
Megan,
Easter.
let's hear about it. Let's go, Megan.
So she just wants to know, in the spirit of Easter, do you have any holiday traditions? Growing up, we always did an Easter egg hunt. They actually keep it going as adults. So they hide eggs with anything goes. These years, the golden egg contained, a fake penis. We know what that's called. Some substances that make things slippery. Lottery scratch-off tickets.
Fucking eggs?
I know, they're probably huge.
They must be huge eggs.
And rings that you put on your private part. So that just did all that so we know what we're talking about.
Megan sounds like she's a lot of fun.
I don't know how, Megan, by the way, Megan, you must be like the best person I've ever voted for.
No wonder nobody's running
what's
against
your
you. They're just
stance?
like, woo!
They're like, yeah, Megan.
Best egg parties.
But so now I did when I didn't do for my son because I'm a shitty parent, but my mom did really. She always hid the Easter basket. It was like her thing, every Easter. So do you and your son have any traditions?
No. I asked him if he wanted to dye eggs. He said no. I asked him if he wanted to hide eggs. He said no. He just wanted Legos and Pokemon cards.
Ah, that's right.
That's what we did. Yeah. So we went and got Pokemon cards, and I almost got arrested.
For what?
Dude, it was. So you remember back in the day when they used to have like Black Friday sales, and like everybody used to like beat each other up for TV?
Running each other over.
So like I watch my kid all the time wherever we go. Right, I'm very protective about him. Blah blah blah. So we're walking. I go to Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in probably about a year and a half.
Oh,
right?
the good old Walmart.
And I remembered why now I don't go to Walmart. Right. So. I go into my kid because I need a vacuum, and I'm like, yeah, he needs Pokemon cards.
Perfect.
2-for-1 deal. I already went to Target. Target didn't have Pokemon cards, and the vacuum I wanted was like $300.
Walmart, perfect idea.
Yeah, perfect idea, right?
Perfect.
So I go there. My kid's like, and he's so smart, dude. He goes, Dad, can I go over to the toy section and see if they got Pokemon cards? I was like, yeah, I can see it from here.
Yeah.
From here, it's probably about 20 feet, right? So I'm like, all right. So I see him, and I see him talking to one guy that works there. I hear the guy say, "No, no speak English." My kid takes out his phone, hits Google Translate. He's like, "Pokemon cards, where are they at?"
It's awesome, by the way.
Right, dude. I was like, that was so smart. I was like, I wouldn't even thought of that, right?
So proud.
So proud, right? And the guy's like, "Oh, they're in the front. They're putting them in the front." So Avery comes walking over, and he's like, "Dad, can I go to the front of the store?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm walking up anyway. I got the vacuum. Let's walk up." But of course, as a kid, he runs.
Yeah, of
right?
course. He's
so
excited.
so he's running, but I'm thinking, we're going to the front of the store. I can see directly where the registers are at, but he's bobbing and weaving out of people, right? So I lose him for like a mill of a second, right? And I don't realize that he goes to 2 aisles down.
Okay.
Right. I knew there was by the front, by the self checkout, but I get over there and there's like a group of 10 guys, like grown men, and they're standing in this aisle. And listen, if you guys know, if you're watching this, just so you know, you're lucky because I see this lady take this box out of Pokemon cards, or Pokemon. I always say it wrong. My kid always yells at me.
It's fine.
And goes and puts them on a shelf.
Oh, they fought over him.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, she goes like this, backs away, and they started like tackling each other, and and I thought my son was in the middle of this, dude.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I take my cart and I throw it into like, look at the soda things there.
Yeah.
Throw it right in there. Boom. And I'm like, I go running over, and I'm like, Avery, and I'm about to grab these dudes because I'm thinking my kid's right in the middle of this thing, and my kid comes up behind me and goes, "Dad, I'm over here." I'm like, "Oh." Whew. I was like, wow. I was like, I almost did a whole bunch of damage, a whole bunch of people, bro. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what did you? And I looked at them all, and I'm like, man, and I mean this. And if any of you guys know these guys that did this stuff, I mean this. You live in your mom's basement, you're gonna be a virgin for the rest of your life, bro. Freaking like, who acts like that? Like who? There was kids sitting there waiting to get the Pokemon cards. This dude grabbed like a stack of like 6 of them, and just like, grabbed them like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, dude, it was so crazy to me. It was so nuts. So yeah, so I'm never going to Walmart again, ever.
Yeah. When you lose your kid, I just for like a
I just start
second.
sweating. It makes me so bad, dude. Like it makes me so bad. I just started sweating really bad.
I couldn't. I've had a couple instances where some kid stuff go down, and it's like, yeah, it's never.
Well, dude, you know what I mean? Like common courtesy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're gonna get there, but like, why take it from a whole bunch of kids? Like you could have very easily freaking just took 1, 2. You know what I mean?
You could have took them all and just gave the kid a pass.
Yeah, dude. Like, thank God my kid wasn't. Thank God he wasn't in the middle of that, man. I would have lost my shit.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. By the way, I bond with your son over Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because I played it for him. My son loved it. But I was in New York City. It's a Pokemon game on your phone.
Oh yeah, no.
So
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, so I have it. So when I lived in
I love how you went from talking to Legos to Pokemon. Well, welcome to Advice Unfiltered, where we have no advice. We just
by the way,
dildos
are next, but Pokemon is right now.
Dildos are next.
So
I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
But no, so he used to play, and I used to have to I used to walk around Manhattan collecting shit for him. But here's the crazy part. Obviously he grew out of it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm done playing it." And I had invested, I don't know, 3 years.
Oh yeah.
So if you go into my your son will appreciate this. If you go into my Pokemon Go app, I've walked 5,000 miles playing.
Wow.
It maps you with GPS.
Yeah.
So I've walked over 5,000 miles playing a game for my kids. So yeah, if somebody tackled them, I would murder them too. So.
Somebody else talking? What is that? Oh.
I was like, all right, so real quick shout out, Tina from the Sanctuary Salon. I'll have to show you later. She saw your car. She sent in a beautiful picture of her beautiful black Mustang called her Pony Ride.
Yeah.
So you got some Mustang people out there.
Love Mustangs.
Yes.
Yes. That's the car I have. It's the car I love. Even when I'm rich, I'm going to have a Mustang.
Yes. I did it when I took my wife to California. Here was my deal. It was great. We'll go fly to California, but here's the deal. I don't want to book anything ahead of time. I go, we're just going to go spontaneous. So she made a deal with me.
I love that idea, by the way.
So I was like, we're just going to drive and we'll go. And she goes, here's the deal. Let's just, as long as you promise me we finish in somewhere in Orange County. I was like, yeah, it's fine. So we get there. We rented a Shelby GT Mustang convertible.
Love that.
And she had never driven a sports car.
Oh, yeah. No, they're great cars, bro.
Oh, she drove and got out and she goes, I don't want a truck ever again.
Yeah. No, they're great cars, man. They handle well. They're really good. Like I love the Lambo. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the Lambo.
Yeah, I get it. But an American muscle car?
American muscle, you just can't beat an American muscle car, bro.
I had a cherry red 98 Mustang.
Really?
It was awesome.
My buddy has a 68 Chevelle.
Oh, I mean, that's still a
SS.
classic. Yeah.
Dude with a 350 big block in it. Oh, dude, he
That
can't.
just sounds amazing,
He
right?
can't. And he's got these really big racing tires in the back of it, man. And he can't even drive it when it's wet because that back end just kicks out.
Kicks
but it
out.
sounds amazing. And my brother, dude, he's got a bunch of cool cars, bro. He's got a '68 Camaro, freaking mint condition, same color it was when they bought it, when they made it.
That's beautiful.
Interior's the same thing. Starts up, sounds brand new. It's amazing. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
yeah. So
Megan, we want to drive your Ferrari.
yeah. So
Yes.
Megan, short note, Ferrari. So yeah, we're in. Daphne from Haiti. Do you think women in their 40s and 50s are stunning? Obviously, I believe she's in her 40s or 50s, but here's why she asks. Men in their 30s are blowing up my feed, but no one in their 40s. Do you guys feel threatened by younger men, or is there some kind of age game going around? I don't feel threatened by anybody. So
No, I don't feel threatened by anybody.
look, I think it's human nature. I think as guys get older, I mean, it's kind of a generalization, but I think they look for younger women, and younger women like the security of older men.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty,
Yeah, and I think younger men like older women.
Yeah, experience.
Just for the experience part.
Of course.
It's that whole thrill thing. You know what I mean? It's just a normal thing.
I think it's normal. I don't think they think anything of it.
No.
Daphne, if you're down to have some fun, I mean, just go. I mean,
Go have fun.
when I got divorced the first time, I mean, we all do this. I mean, when you get divorced, it just, everybody becomes a whore. Just be honest. Just be honest. I mean, come on. When you get out of a relationship after a bunch of years, you're like,
you're gonna do your thing, bro.
you just do your so
Do
you
your
don't.
thing.
Age is kind of I mean, there's still limits, but I mean,
Yeah,
all of a sudden
absolutely.
you're like, what's it like to date someone 22? What's it like to date someone 50? I don't know. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So
You know what's funny? I think it's funny that it's like so like if we dated younger, right? Or
Yeah.
if if my kid dated older, it'd be looked at as weird, right? But if we were rich,
nobody would give a
nobody
shit.
give a shit. I mean, look at Al Pacino, and if we can look at freaking was it Dustin or Robert De Niro?
There's a bunch of them.
Freaking the lead singer of the Rolling Stones. Like it's crazy.
Here's
nuts.
when Anna Nicole Smith. This is what I realized.
Oh, would she freaking marry Grandpa?
But here's the thing. I never thought about it this way until somebody said it, and I think a lot of people gave her a lot of shit about that. I think it was Anna Nicole Smith, right?
It was Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah.
So everyone used to bag on her and be like, oh, she's money hungry, she's gold digging. You know what? No, but somebody said it to me once, and it changed my whole perspective. They're like, do you think he cares?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
He don't give a shit.
He
can't
shit.
take that money with him.
Nope.
And they're like, and he don't care. And I never thought about it the other way around. And I'm like, what is the money?
Yeah, he was a grown ass man.
And by the way, had to be smart. He made billions of dollars.
Yeah, dude.
It wasn't like, so you know what? Kudos to love whoever you want. Kudos to you. So interesting enough, Shannon Covert wrote in, and I didn't even think about this. Have you ever bought perfume for your woman?
Yes.
I have, yes, because I walked around Macy's with a coffee thing. They made you clear your.
It clears your nose with coffee. Yeah.
Now, if you ask,
I bought Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Women is my favorite.
that's your favorite.
Oh my God, there's something about that smell, man.
You want to say that again because people are gonna go buy it. What is it?
Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Women.
My wife loves.
That smell, man. There's just something about that smell. It's like, man, it's so fucking hot.
My wife got all these samples, and of course, she fell in love with one, and it's this cologne called Black, and I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I remember Black.
No, this is new because here's the funny thing: it's a brand I'd never heard of, and so of course for Christmas I was like, oh, I'll just get the whole thing. $500 later.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's what's cool.
Expensive as shit.
By the way, though, if you manage your cologne properly or your perfume, a bottle lasts
you like a year.
forever.
Forever.
Yes.
You don't be spraying like 30 sprays. It's again. How do we do it?
It's
Spray twice, walk into
in.
it. Woof.
That's it.
That's for all you men who don't know that.
Yeah.
You know?
Ty, have you learned that yet? You know that move? How do you put cologne? I know you don't put it on like this. I can know because I'm your dad.
Yeah. You gotta walk.
I just do like an X across my chest.
Now you gotta get it right, bro.
Yep. Spray it up. Walk into it.
Walk into the cloud.
Walk into a cloud.
Let it just mystify. All right. Christine's a Jersey girl. All right, Jersey girl says, will a guy say he loves you just to sleep with you? Backstory. I've had this work situation for 9 months. I cut it off. We've been talking on and off for 9 months. He works 6 days, 11-hour days, so it's ever hard to really see each other. But he just told me the other day he loves me. So do guys subconsciously mean it, or do you think guys say it because it's BS? Guys
Huh?
definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Of course.
of course, guys use lines.
Yeah, I
So do
think
girls.
everyone does.
Yeah, so do girls. Girls use lines too.
I mean, I gotta be honest. 9 months is a long time to be hanging out with somebody.
yeah, and not feel something.
So, I mean, could he love you? Yeah, sure. It's
Yeah,
9 months later, but
Yeah, I mean, you figure after so the honeymoon period is 6 months, right? So that's the honeymoon period, right? So you figure after 6 months, if you guys are still together, there's got to be some type of feeling going on.
look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't be with you for 9 months and not have sex.
No, wait, they're not having sex
No, that's what I'm saying.
for 9 months. They didn't have
9
sex?
months. That's what I mean.
He must care about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he gotta
like for
care.
real. Like
For
listen.
real.
If he's waited 9 months to fuck you, and you haven't had sex with this man,
Yes.
and he told you he loves you, then he fucking cares about you.
I don't think he even should have had to say he loves you this
No,
point.
at this point, it should just be known. Like it's just be like, I'm like, come on, 9 months? That's a long
9
freaking
months
time.
a long time.
It's a long time, especially if you're hanging out all the time.
Yes, that's a lot of work, man. That's 9 months.
It's a lot of work. You're
9
absolutely right.
days, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong?
9 hours later. I'm
Wait
like,
a minute,
the
what
fuck?
are we doing?
No, just kidding. Maybe.
No, we're not, but it's
No.
fine. Well, 9 hours
Yeah.
might be a little short.
9
but-
hours, 9 minutes.
Where's this going? What peanut
Oh,
gallery?
man. That's so funny.
Y'all might be ruling out the possibility.
Then what?
Who knows? He might be gay.
No,
No.
He's like, you don't hang in there for 9 months
Yeah.
for nothing.
No. And you don't drop the L word, man, for nothing. either.
No,
Yeah,
Chris,
I mean, after 9 months, if you're saying I love you, then you truly, you're
he
feeling
might
it.
really mean it.
Especially because there's nothing fucking physical going on, right? He's not loving you because you're having great sex.
And I'm gonna say the most fucked up thing. He might be lying, but it's still been 9 months. So I'm like,
Yeah, you should still give it up.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what that's what I would say.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Give it up.
That's advice unfiltered.
There you go.
All right. Patricia, my question. This is an actually really interesting question. Do you know, and I had to, by the way, I had to look this one up because I had no idea. By the way, this is where we give our little, our thing. We are not doctors.
Oh, yeah. We're not doctors.
Do not listen to our advice. Do not take us. This is our opinion. Nobody
Pure
of the
entertainment.
Pure entertainment only. No one in the shared universe shares this idea. But have you ever heard of chronic complex regional pain syndrome?
Fuck is that?
This is crazy. I actually look it up because this is one of those things I put it on here. So it's actually when you get an injury, but the pain level over exceeds the injury and there's no cure for it. It's a nerve. So
Nerve
she got
damage. So you got nerve damage.
She got nerve damage. And
She has a constant pain from it.
yes, and there's no
That sucks.
cure. And but she said
They can't fry the nerve endings?
no. So and I actually looked it up.
I'm always surprised about that. Like they can't just like laser the nerve endings and make the
No.
pain stop? That's crazy. That's
So,
nuts.
she said, but she said she's praying she can try to walk again, but she does think of your positive quotes a lot. And she says, and as always, I believe in you. I believe in the best in you. So she said,
Aw.
thank you from Pennsylvania. You were very inspiring to her.
Aw.
So I wanted to share that.
That's very cool. What's her name?
Her name is Patricia Colon.
Hi, Patricia Colon. Thank
So-
you. Thank you, Patricia Colon. That's very cool of you. And I do believe in you. You know what I mean? I think, and listen, anything's possible. Nothing's written in stone.
Yeah.
Right?
And what I would say, because she gave you props, I actually did a deep dive.
did you
Just
deep
because
dive?
I wanted to try to help her.
Yeah.
Look, I don't, outside of what they said of really to your point, finding someone professional to help, there's no cure. The only thing that I did not read, which I think could help, and I think you should try, a lot of it is because the nerves become inflamed.
Cold plunge?
Cold plunge.
Cold plunge.
I would try to cold plunge.
That's what I thought you were going for right there, cold plunge. So the nerve endings are inflamed. They think they're in constant pain,
Yes.
right? So, yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. You could try the cold plunge.
I think there's nothing
Again,
wrong with trying
We're
it.
not giving you medical advice.
No medical advice.
We're not giving you medical advice. We're just saying an option might be able to help.
Yeah,
right?
I would think you would try to cold plunge. I would try cold plunge.
Yeah, I mean, one or two things are going to happen. It's either going to make it worse or it's going to make it better.
I
You know what
mean, I can't imagine, like, when you're in that kind of pain at that point, I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
all,
I mean, I would try anything at that point, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would definitely look at that idea of the cold plunge. I think that a lot of people have success with it.
And what is it called again?
The shortened version of it is called CRPS, but it stands for
CRPS.
chronic complex regional pain. Yeah, no, and I looked it up, and there really is no. It's just when you sustain an injury, it's either an injury, a stroke, a heart attack, something happens to you, but the pain is 100 times worse than the actual injury is. So, but it's all nerve damage related. But I want to give you a shout out because she really finds inspiration in
That's
what
awesome.
you do.
I mean,
So
that's what I love doing, man. That's my number one thing is I want to inspire you, you know. And I really hope that you get through this, you know. And anything we can do to, you know, I train some doctors, so I'll ask some doctors see if they know anything, man. If they have any good ideas, I'll bring it with me next Tuesday.
yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
I see some really good doctors. Not saying that but they might have some other advice, you know. They think outside the box, so.
Yeah, and nowadays with the way that stem cells are and treatments and peptides, who knows what's on the cutting edge anymore, but I would definitely... So anyways, I wanted to share that with everybody out there, so thank you for sharing, and obviously thank you to
Patricia.
him for being inspirational.
Appreciate you.
All right. Anita from the Netherlands, she actually asked a question, which I loved.
Love the Netherlands.
It's a great question.
She's a great idea about the fucking
she's our
blanket. Fucking blanket.
Love it.
Love it.
It's probably the greatest merch idea I've ever heard, so... Just the way she had thought the whole thing out.
Put my voice in and everything.
Everything, and under him on. I was like, wow, you really thought it out.
She really put some thought into that shit.
All right, work-related question. She's excited. She's a functional administrator. She will be joining a new team. Super exciting.
That's cool.
Here's the only thing. I am a woman among 7 men. Any tips on how to survive all that testosterone? I'll help you right away because my wife lives in this world. One, first of all, don't sleep with anybody at work.
Nope.
Don't
share what
even
you eat.
No, because what's going to happen? First of all, you shouldn't do it anyways. But you're gonna then people start to look at you in a way that's not fair.
Yeah.
Right. So
they
don't
look down on you.
Yeah, 100%. 2, don't back down. So if you got great ideas, if you know what you do, if you're confident in your ability, step up.
So I'm going to give you a perfect example.
There we go.
There's this girl, Irene. If you're watching Irene, hi Irene. I don't know
Hi
if you're
Irene.
watching. She was my old boss at Alec Plumbing. Short little Italian lady, you know, 5'1", you know, maybe 100, maybe 20 pounds, maybe. Freaking, but a firecracker, man. She didn't take any shit at all. Like, she knew her position, she knew her job, and anytime a guy tried to, like, you know, like, perfect example, this dude, and it was actually her friend too. Like, I love this because I never see, like, Irene was always nice to me, always really helped me out. She's the one that, you know, helped me get my book written and everything else. Always polite. Never seen her lose her shit. And this guy that was working there was her friend. They were friends. They've been friends for years. She's friends with his wife and everything, right? And I was in her office talking to her, and he comes in, and he was my boss too, but she was the head boss.
Yeah.
You know. And he comes in the office like, "Yo, man, I need you to go drive the truck right now." As she's talking to me, and dude, she lost her fucking. She goes, "Follow me." And I walk down. I'm like, "Okay." And I'm following behind her, and I get behind her, and she comes up. She swings open his door. She's like, "You listen to me right now. When I'm talking to somebody in my office, that's my fucking business. You knock on the fucking door and ask me if I'm done talking to them. Don't you ever disrespect me like that." And lost her shit. And I literally was like, "Oh wow." I was like, that was insane. So yeah, so listen, my advice, Tony's advice is great. I absolutely agree with 100% with everything he said. But I really think, you know, as a woman, you need to take control of a situation. You know what I mean? Don't let some guy steamroll you over. Hold your position. Know who the fuck you are. Know what your fucking job is, and be like, you know what, freaking, this is what I get paid to do. And if there's a problem with that, then you can take it up with whoever.
You're on that team for a reason.
Yeah,
you're hired
you're there
for a reason.
Exactly.
So, and real quick,
own your space.
I want to shout out. So my best friend and his wife, we love them. They're awesome. She just got diagnosed with breast cancer. Just got done with surgery.
Oh, Jesus.
But she joins because she finds humor in what me and you do. So I see Hope on there.
Hi, Hope.
So Hope, we're just giving you a shout out. We love you.
Love you, Hope.
I know you
Hope
just
you
got
get
your
healthier.
surgery, and hope you're doing okay. And I hope Josh is being a good nurse.
Thank you, Hope.
So I love her husband to death. Hopefully he knows what he's doing. So, but they're probably the nicest people in the world. So
That's
I love
awesome.
them so much. So
Much
thank
love,
you for joining.
Much prayers, Hope.
All right. Katie D, who now calls herself Katie not getting the D. I love our
followers.
I love our followers.
So Katie D, Katie not getting a D. All right.
So here's the funny thing.
Katie's going through a dry spell.
Here's the funny thing. Katie submitted 2 questions. One is Katie D, which I'll answer because it's a really basic one. And one is Katie not getting the D, which is the update from the husband who doesn't get hard for sex, but does the blowjobs, but said he's bisexual.
The gay guy.
Yes, the bisexual guy for sure.
The bisexual guy.
So Katie D wants to know, there are a couple of men, Katie Regular D wants to know, A couple minutes of gym workout in long, fully clothed, sleeved hoodies. And I know this is me. And so the guys in the gym, hoodie over, headphones on, look like we don't want to talk to nobody, complete sweatsuit outfits. She goes, is there a psychological reason for some people doing it? I noticed that one of them's bald. Maybe only bald people do this? Is there a reason why some people come to the gym that way?
Yeah, because they don't want to be fucked with.
That's it.
They just don't want to be fucked with. Like, listen, some people come there to freaking work. You know, they're not there to socialize. They're there to kick their own ass and get a good, get a huge workout in. You know, they're not there to freaking make friends and blah blah blah. Listen, I get it, man, because even me, like, I love my members, I love my clients, I love where I'm at, I love what I do. But like, sometimes I just want to work out. I just want to keep doing my sets and get my pump and everything else, and not talk about everything. You know what I mean? Like, they're there to work. So it's not a personal thing. It's just they're just there to work. You know.
Yeah, I do. I've been that way forever. My joke with Chris, this is the only gym I've ever been in where I actually don't do that because I can see people. But if you've ever seen me at a gym, I look so antisocial. But I'm there to work out.
Dude, listen, the only reason people talk to you now is because you talk to me.
That's like, I don't.
Tony goes in to work. Like,
I go to work out.
Yeah, listen, you're one of the hardest workers in that gym, man. So there's a certain group of people that people that work out there. They call themselves the 1%ers. They're there to actually work out. And you're one of them. You know what I mean? You're there to work out if you can do your thing. You know.
I mean, the fun and the only psychological reason, I'll be honest with you, I actually like it. Like, Chris knows, I'm the only guy that probably goes into the sauna fully clothed.
Yes.
I work out fully clothed. And there's one outside of not want to be bothered, there's one psychological reason. Because once I hit that point where I'm summer ready, then for me personally,
the hoodie comes off.
Then everything comes out because I want to unveil all the hard work I put in. But until that hard work's put in, I think of myself as like a work in progress. And when I don't want to take any of that stuff off till I'm happy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I agree. I usually keep a long sleeve shirt on or something when I'm working out.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah.
Except for like now because it's like
Well, you're starting. It's summer.
Fucking hot as shit.
So, but yeah, that's the only reason people do it. So, Sarah from the UK, I just wanted to give her a little shout out. She said, Sarah from Ely, UK. People come into your life for a reason. I'm glad you guys came into mine. By the way, if I had a nickname for Chris, I'd love to call him the teacher. So I just like that, so I just moved that in there.
What's her name?
Sarah from Ely, UK.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
It reminded me, though, of if I ever was when I used to watch WWE when I was a kid, if I ever was a wrestler, I always thought this was the coolest thing. I'd want to be named the professor, and I want my finishing move to be called the final exam.
Oh, that's good.
I thought it was pretty good.
That's good. I like that. That's pretty good, man.
So
that's pretty good. And just for the fun fact, I was a teacher at one time. People used to call me Mr. Chris.
Still a good. Yeah. By the way, after I told everyone my turn on was being called Mr. Rodriguez, can I tell you how many emails?
Yeah, Mr. Rodriguez.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, I have a question.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez. I was bad in school today.
There's just something when someone looks and goes, "Is it okay, Mr. Rodriguez?" And you go, "Oh, okay." Yeah. All right. So Katie not getting the D.
All right, Katie not getting the D now.
All right. So there's a little update I have to share with you because it was mind-blowing to me.
Yes.
So the question, I'm going to ask you the question first, but then I'm going to give you the context.
Okay.
The question would be, she wants to know how to find an alpha male. I figured out a few questions to ask, but she just wants to know our opinion on like how she would help her. The reason she asked is because last week she sent in a question that said that her husband, we thought it was someone she dated.
Yeah, it's her
Turned
husband.
out to be her husband. He's bisexual. She didn't know until they were hooking up and only got hard during oral, but never during sex. So she had asked us if we think it has anything to do with him being bisexual, which of course it does, right? Yes. But here's the kicker. So when she filled me in on the rest of the story, what happened was she caught him on, gay dating sites, and that's how she knew he was bisexual, which is fine. So she figured it out. But what really threw her for a loop was when her daughter caught him on Threads, which is the Instagram version of, I don't know, X or whatever. And he was messaging women about getting that to replace, getting some oral to replace his wife. And that's what ultimately led to the divorce.
So his daughter found that?
Yes. So then,
they're not married anymore.
Going through a divorce, but then they had to come out and tell the daughter what was going on with the dad. So anyway, so now I think what's happened is she's a little scarred because she wants to find a guy
that's into her.
Is into her.
Is into her.
So before you answer, here's what I would tell you. The other 99% of the people that you're going to date, I don't know that you're going to run into this problem again.
No, it's not a common problem.
But yeah, I wouldn't. But what kind of questions do you think that she could ask to make sure that someone's an alpha male outside of are you bisexual?
Are you into men?
Are you
right?
into,
Are you into men?
It's pretty
No, I
straight
mean,
shooter.
You should be able to tell. Like, freaking, I'm sorry, but like, you should be able to know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, here's a perfect example. Like, there is not one guy on this planet that's into men that thinks I'm into men. Like, they know.
Yeah,
Like, freaking, you know what I mean? Every gay man I've ever talked to, like, this dude's straight as hell. Like, they know. Like, because I am.
Yeah.
Again, I give off that energy. I'm straight as hell. Like, you should be able to pick that stuff up. I'm sorry. It's just, but I don't understand. Like, so was their daughter or was just her daughter?
I
have so many questions about this whole thing.
I would think it's their daughter, but I didn't.
So it's their daughter.
I mean, by the way, the email was, you know what I mean? I'm shortening
It.
Yeah.
So like, how long? Like, I don't understand. Like, how did you marry a guy who didn't get hard for you? And how did you even have a kid? Like, what happened there?
Yeah. There's so many questions.
There's so many
sometimes.
questions going on. But listen, that's what I'm gonna tell you. So you're going through divorce. You just have to go out and try people out, man, and get to know them. You know what I mean? And if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man, your best bet is dating an older guy. You know, because you know, right now, like, I feel like, you know, men like us are a dying breed. You know, if we can that, you know, the alpha male that's not, you know, I don't know.
I just don't think you're going to run into that problem.
Yeah, I don't think you're running that problem.
And if you really want to know, just tell the person you're dating what happened. And rarely I would suggest this, but when someone's like, why are you going through divorce?
Yeah, I mean, if you tell the guy what happened and he goes, what's your husband's name? Then there's a problem there.
There's a problem there.
If he wants to talk more about your husband, then there's an issue there. Because what he should be thinking, like, if it was me and you told me that, I'd be like, oh, this girl needs.
Yeah, she needs the D.
She needs a D. You know what I mean? She needs some D. This is going to be an easy score for me. Like, she needs I don't know. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but that, I mean, as a straight man, I'd be like, oh, wow, this girl hasn't got laid in a long time and it's really good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
actually, you could kind of be bad and it would probably still be really good.
Yeah.
You roll in, you're like, there's no bar.
Right? There's no bar set.
There's no bar.
He got hard.
Like that. Oh, he's already A+.
He's hard down at the bottom. That's great.
It's great.
Awesome. It's great. Good luck, Kim.
Good luck. I mean, she writes in every week, so we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you, Kim. And listen, it's a shitty situation. I'm sorry you're going through it.
We hopefully one day you will message me and say Kathy got the D, and we love for
Kathy?
that day.
Yeah, Kathy, right?
Yeah, Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy gets the D.
All right, Sherry from Chicago. All right, this is a good one. I went on a Tinder date a few weeks ago. He forgot that he had booked back-to-back dates. So when we were grabbing drinks at the bar.
How many dates is this dude going on?
I've done that before, so I can't say shit about it.
Oh, you've done that?
Yeah. I tried to space them out, but it,
You know the best thing about doing this show with Tony is I feel better about myself and some of the decisions I've made.
I told you. Mine's like, when you tell me stories sometimes, I like, let's go, yeah, I know. It's a while ago for me, So he booked back-to-back dates. While they were grabbing drinks at the bar and having a good time, a random woman came up and said, hey, are you the guy I'm supposed to be going on a date with?
That's awesome.
Needless to say, it was embarrassing. They made him leave, but
Who made him leave?
So the girls made him leave. The woman who showed up, who remained nameless, she wrote, we are now seeing each other regularly. I'm not bi, and I'm kind of curious, and they haven't hooked up or anything. The universe works in mysterious ways, but we've been hanging out on and off for a couple weeks. We're super friendly and flirty, but how do I ask her if it's okay if we hook up? That's an interesting, crazy turn of events.
We went from one spectrum to the other.
Yeah, like going on a date, it falls apart, and then the person's up, and you're like, I don't know, I might try this.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Do some shots of tequila.
Oh, bro, that's a good one.
Do some shots of tequila and
see where it goes.
And then start dancing together, and boom. I've watched that happen 1,000 times.
You just need the first kiss.
You just need the first kiss.
That's
just pop some tequila, put some salt on your lips, and kiss her. Yeah, it's a great in.
By the way, that's of all the things I could have thought of, that is
good, right?
That's the best answer. There's no other answer. Definitely has to be tequila. Definitely has to be music. Go dance. And
so here's an easy way to do this, right? So you order one shot of tequila. You put the salt, on your neck.
Oh.
And you put the lime in your mouth. And you make her do the shot, lick the salt, and bite the lime in your mouth, and then watch what happens.
I think I would save that for tequila shot 3.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to be a little bit buzzed before you start all this whole adventure.
You got to get that liquid courage in
But
there.
you don't want to be too drunk either. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be like, next thing you know, you're doing, an OnlyFans in the bar. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be doing that. So yeah.
And by the way, I can say it again, it has to be tequila.
It has to be tequila.
Has to be tequila.
Listen, tequila makes people take the clothes off.
That's it. That's why there's a song about it.
That's why I don't drink.
Jonathan from Dublin. Have you ever had a pet ruin your hookup? In the middle of having an intimate moment with my girlfriend, my dog jumped on the bed and started humping me.
Dog wanted something too, bro.
He keeps doing it, and now we have to lock him out of the room, which is super annoying because he constantly
So he
barks.
whines and barks. Yeah.
So
been
have
there.
you guys ever had to deal with a horny pet?
Fuck yeah.
Hell
No,
yeah.
the dog's trying to listen. The dog smells the pheromone. They smell.
They
smells
jump on the bed, start licking the bed.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
taking your underwear and chewing it up when you're not looking. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it happens.
And
They're-
look, when we say it, it's like you think like you're saying something that nobody understands. Anyone who has a pet
everybody has a pet who's been through
knows
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing weirder than looking up to the side of the bed
the dog
there's
staring
your
at you.
dog staring at you.
Or like if she's on top of you and the dog's at the bottom of the bed,
Yes.
getting a straight up view, like it's like, yeah.
Oh,
Or you know what's even worse? Let's talk about disgusting.
Okay.
Let's talk about gross shit right now. What's even worse is like when you get done, right? You get done. And then you get off the bed and clean yourself off or whatever.
Yeah.
The dog's over there licking the
licking the
fucking
wet
bed.
spot. Yeah, that's what
so
I mean.
bad.
I've seen. I've
Cats
heard.
do it too. Yeah, I bet cats do it too. It's just an animal thing. Like they can't help themselves.
Yeah, so I don't know how to tell you to deal with it, but you're right. You go to lock
Get
him
him a
out.
toy.
You lock him out. It's like,
Yeah, get him a toy. Give him a treat, man. Make it seem like it's fun.
look, lock him out and turn the music up. I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck that dog.
But it happens to everybody. So Jonathan in Dublin, don't fuck that dog.
No, I mean not like fuck. No, don't fuck the dog. But I mean like fuck the dog. Get out of the room.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, geez, that was bad.
No, it's
Whatever.
Jill from London. All right, I've been dating Will now for a while.
What's up, Will?
What up, Will?
Good, Will. Happy for you, Will.
All right, we met online, but he didn't really look like his profile picture, which was kind of upsetting. But
Welcome to the real world.
yeah, that was always the worst part of wasting my time.
Oh,
is
fuck,
going and
dude.
they don't look anything like their picture.
Nothing.
It just.
Nothing.
All right, but she says his personality won her over, so now they've been dating for a few months. I really enjoy his text banter and email exchanges to be hilarious and definitely flirty and, of course, sexual in nature.
Yes.
But in person, he seems to be more subdued. So what happened was, at a family picnic, she brought it up. And someone mentioned that his mother was the one who manages all his social media and does all his dating apps for the longest time. What the fuck? How on earth do I bring this up? Finding out his mom's the one who's been messaging me and texting me. How crazy
That's
is
crazy.
this?
Oh my god. So let me get it straight.
Yeah.
She's a messaging dude, right?
And loves the messages.
Loves the messages.
Loves them.
Dude's been flirting.
Yep.
She sees him in person, not so
okay.
much, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I would have said before you said the rest of that, right, is that sometimes it's easy to be aggressive through text, right?
Yeah,
than
yeah,
it is
of
in
course.
person,
Oh,
right?
of
You talk a
course.
lot of shit through text, right? But then she finds out
Yeah. His
that
family.
that it's his mom
At a family picnic.
writing her back.
Yeah, it's his mom who's doing all the writing for him.
My God. Did
And
she
been
ever walk
doing-
away? I would have left. I would have left right
And
there.
been
I'm like,
doing
fuck
it
this shit, I'm
for a
out.
while.
Wow, that's fucking did you send pictures?
That's so
Oh
crazy.
my God. Did
I
she
didn't
send
even
pictures?
ask. I didn't
Like,
even
I would have known. Like, there's more I would have done. Did she send pictures and mom saw them?
Oh, it's so.
Like, that's fucked up.
That's so. I didn't even go there, but
Yeah.
that's another level to this. She would have had to.
Right?
If you're dating for a while.
Like, if you're dating for a while, you're like, hey, fucking, this is missing you.
Oh, just. I have no concept of how disgusting. I would
That
rather.
is so trailer
Bro.
park trash right there.
Bro, I'd
That
rather-
is so like Texas Chainsaw. Hey, that's my brother, sister's cousin's girlfriend.
I would rather have a
Thanks to my
dog
mom.
lick my balls during sex than find out
My mother
my girlfriend's mother's texting
texted
me
me.
back.
Well, it all depends what your girlfriend's mother look like.
Well, I mean, no. In this situation, though, it would be your girlfriend's father.
Yeah. Oh
Right?
wow.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
yeah. No,
oh my
Could you
god.
imagine? That's
No,
crazy.
I can't.
That's so crazy. Like that's nuts.
Oh my god. Jill from London, run the fuck away.
Yeah. No. Leave that situation immediately.
Just leave.
You're lucky you got out of there alive.
Oh
That's some
my
Texas
God,
Chainsaw
that's
backwoods
so-
West Virginia shit right there.
That's some crazy.
No offense to West Virginia.
All the shit we talked about so far, I'd be fine with any other part of it, but this one is like, no, thank you.
That's how that other marriage starts. Was it Kate or whatever with the bisexual husband?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Katie
right?
D.
That's West Virginia.
Katie never puts where she's from. I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Katie, run away, bro.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
run.
nuts.
Oh yeah. So
How do you even look the mom in the face? Was the mom there?
that's where that ended. So I have no idea.
I got so many questions.
Well, it's
did
hard
you send
because-
nudes? Listen, if you're watching, I want to know. Did you send nudes?
Well, she asked if she watches the show, so
Yeah. So I want to know if you sent nudes. I want to know if we could. If I want
so
to
we
know. I
want
want to know
this-
if I want to know if you ended it. If you ran, because I would have gotten walked away right there. I would
By
have
the way,
like, you know what?
if you didn't end it and you're watching the show, when you're done with this episode, just please call him and
Yo,
end it.
and
Text
Will,
him and end it.
listen, Will, if you're watching, bro, Well, listen, stop letting your mom text for you.
Bro, that's so crazy.
That's creepy as shit.
It is
Stop
really-
it. Nobody likes that. And listen, if she's doing it, don't tell somebody.
Oh, so horrible.
So horrible.
Oh, we think dating's hard.
Oh my God. Like, what is going on? I don't understand.
All right, maybe this one's
I
better.
couldn't imagine asking my mom, hey, Mom, can you
Runs-
text this girl back for me?
But even
Tell her that I got a big penis.
but even the fact that, like you said, like she mentioned here, they're flirty. It's sexual
my
in nature.
God.
They had to exchange like,
Like, hey, Mom, did she like that?
Mom, what'd you write back?
What'd you write back? Did she like that? Yeah? Ask her, Mom, if she's wet. Ask her.
Oh my God,
So weird.
it's so crazy.
So crazy. Like, you really think about that. Like, it's like, ask her if her vagina misses me. Ask her, Mom. Mom, do that.
All right, so on the rarity which happens, Jill from London, please can we have an
crazy.
update?
Yeah, I gotta know more about this story.
Yes, we need an update.
Crazy. That's some Jerry Springer shit.
Oh man. All right, Timothy from Atlanta. Yes.
Fucking, I'm sweating right now.
Well, we don't. The air conditioner kicks off in here in like a month.
A month?
Well, because you know
Great.
it's still spring.
Next week I'll be sitting here naked, just so you all know. 'Cause I am sweating my ass off right now with all these lights. Woo!
Timothy from Atlanta.
What's up, Atlanta? Oh, we got a guy watching.
ATL. I was on a date with the woman for about 30 minutes. In the middle of some small talk over a drink, we went to sit down for dinner. Turns out her baby was in the car the whole time.
No.
What is the biggest bomb someone's ever dropped on you guys in the middle of a date?
Did you yell at her?
That's what the question
Did you take a newspaper and smack her in the head and tell her no?
She left her baby in the car
That is
for a half hour
Fucked up, bro.
while she was on this date.
Oh my God. Did you call the cops? I would have called the cops. Like, that kid, you need to save that kid.
That is so
messed up, bro.
It's so bananas.
All right, what's the question now? I'm sorry, I'm still
She
stuck
just
on
wants
that.
to know: has anyone ever dropped a really big bomb on you in the middle of a date? I can't think of anything this big.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I have to go back over 10 years too, and I can't think of anything.
No, I haven't been in a date forever, so I couldn't even think
The
of anything.
only question we've ever gotten that kind of is like a bomb like that is when the person was a man, right? And the guy, yes, and he had to figure, yeah.
I got one.
Oh,
I got
good.
one.
All right.
one. So I was on a date with this girl, professional skateboarder, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her brother was a professional skateboarder, everything. Freaking blonde hair, curly, great, gorgeous, right? Nice little thin body, boobs, everything. Hot, right? Look like a California surfer girl, right? Freaking, we're on a date. I'm all excited, man. Green eyes, man, blonde hair. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fun, man. We're going to have a good time. And I'm sitting in her car. And like, I just got in the car. And she's like upset. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, oh, this guy that I was dating for a long time, he started dating somebody else and starts like losing her shit. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought we were going on a date here and freaking, you're all upset about your ex dating somebody else. You know what I mean? And, dude, she loses her shit and starts banging her head off the steering wheel going, why doesn't he love me? And I literally go, wow. And I get right out of the car. I was
Wow.
like, never talk to her again, dude. I was like, what the fuck just happened, bro?
That is.
And at the same time, I was awestruck by the whole thing. Like, I was like, I can't believe she was literally bang, boom, boom. Why the fuck did he fucking date this chick? And boom, boom. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I'm gonna get out of the car. So I get back, and at first I'm like, man, that was really fucked up. She was really hot. And then I thought, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God I saw the crazy before anything went further.
Oh my God.
Right? Like thank God it was right there, and I was like, woo.
You would have woke up with no kidneys and a bathtub full of ice.
She would have been like the what is it, the Goodfellas, standing over me with a gun going, tell me you love me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, Tim. Poor Tim.
Yeah, Tim, no, freaking listen, I call the cops on that bitch.
Well, at least you know right away you're out. She's not a good mom.
Yeah, listen, if she takes care of her kid like that, she's never going to be good to you, bro.
Oh, my God.
Ever. That is fucked up, bro.
I know, right? All right, Henry from New York. Henry from
what's
New
up,
York.
New York?
Hey.
How you doing, New York? And I got a guinea tea on,
There you go. Just missing the gold chain, bro.
right?
I always laugh when I watch the New York Yankees. If you ever watch baseball and you watch the New York Yankees, how many people play an actual sport but nothing but gold chains on?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how you do
It's
it.
like Mr. T had a reunion.
It's like part. You have to have a good haircut, look clean cut, and you got to have at least a couple gold chains on to be a New York Yankee.
Like, yo, man, I love my sport.
And hey, more power to you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
I was curious at the weirdest thing you guys have ever seen in a woman's bedroom. In the middle of hooking up, she pointed to the drawer where she said there was protection. When I popped the drawer open, there was a P-Touch label. So you know what a P-Touch is? Those
No.
it's a little machine that you write things on and they stick them on drawers or the label maker.
Like a label maker,
right?
Label maker, right? All right.
She opened the drawer and there was a P-Touch label on the inside with the word trophies on it. And in the drawer was a mix of new and empty condom wrappers. I went limp pretty quick and got out of there. Is this strange?
No, it's perfectly normal.
She wrote trophies on a label for a drawer.
For used condoms that she had.
Open and used and whole
Trophies.
Yeah, trophies.
The fuck kind of trophy is that?
Bro, Henry, I'm glad your dick went limp and you got out of there.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Bro.
wow.
Bro, you saved
Was
yourself.
she saving it to like make babies?
You saved yourself at least 3 STDs and some doctor visits.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Herpes is the gift that keeps on giving, bro.
Hey, you carry that. They say you carry that shit around like luggage.
Sharon is carried unless it's that. That is a fucking dick move, bro. Yeah, good thing you ran the fuck out of there. God, what is that? No.
That
So
is not weird.
close to that, right? So close to that.
Okay.
I did go to a girl's house once. Was not dating her. Was just a friend.
Okay.
I went over to her house once, and she had a like a bowl with condoms in it.
Yeah, that's a weird one to just leave out. So the only thing I've ever seen weird, but it wasn't in her bedroom, is when I went to the bathroom. They had the shower suction dildo on the shower still there.
That was for you.
And I was like, that. I had a friend of mine who.
That was for you, bro.
I have a friend.
She's like,
and
maybe he'll be into it if I leave it out.
Bro, I have a friend that I don't even know if they watch these things, but she was dating a guy, and I think I remember like setting them up or like when they first got together. And about a year or two into dating, they went to the sex store to buy stuff, and they got one of those. No, whatever. They got a bunch of toys and stuff. And she went to go make dinner, and she found him in the shower using it on himself. And by the way, married, been together now for like 10 years and stuff. But can you imagine you're making dinner?
Are they watching right now? Because that'd be even better. That'd be even better.
I mean, I'm friends with them, so I mean,
that'd be pretty funny.
they're married, so hey, more power to you.
And
It's a weird way to let somebody know, though.
weird, dude. I don't know.
But I just think when you're on a date or someone's over, like everything's clean and put away, and I don't want to I'm not trying to like leave innuendos out anywhere.
No.
A bowl full of condoms is not the best thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at least safety was first in that area.
You could look at it that way.
Yeah.
Priority number one.
Priority number one.
All right.
Everybody needs a raincoat.
Sarah from Maine. Mid-yoga pose, I felt a breeze and my yoga pants split from the front to the back.
It's awesome.
I fell over and got stuck. Not to mention this was hot
Fell
yoga.
over and got stuck on what?
I guess her pants must have got stuck in them. Not to mention since it was hot yoga, I got up and slipped during my escape.
Oh, that is amazing.
I was wearing no underwear and everyone saw the goods.
That's amazing.
Do I go back to yoga or just call it a day and never go back?
That's a tough one.
It's easy for me to say go back because it didn't happen to me and just be like, it is what it is. But it'd be really tough if all your stuff came out and then you're tripping on yourself and then you can't get out of the way. I'd probably leave.
You should go back in there with a tip jar.
Bro, that would be.
Go, hey, everybody owes me money because they saw my shit.
You know that. But you know that reminds me of though. If anyone out there if someone's making fun of you, I remember this as a kid too, or there's anything you're embarrassed of. Once you own it and it doesn't become as funny, it just goes away.
Yeah.
So to your point, if you walked in there with a tip jar, or if you walked
It'd
in
be funny
there
as shit.
and just been like, "Hey, everybody, you guys owe me money for the free show last week,"
Yeah, absolutely.
people would laugh for like a minute,
And they let it go.
and then it would be done.
It'd be done.
It'd be
You owned
totally
it.
done. You own it.
Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. If you own the things that you're embarrassed of and the mistakes you made, and you're open about them and own them, then you take away the power that somebody could use it against you.
Yeah.
Right? The only time they can use it against you is when you're hiding ashamed of it, right?
That's
it. So go in there and own it, make a joke about it. I would just own it. Be like, you know what? Hey, man, there's a tip jar here. You guys
You owe me
all
money.
sold my shit. You owe me money. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's brilliant advice because instead of running from it, just own it.
Just own it.
Because let's be honest, no one's going to forget it. So it's not like you're going to run from it. So just go in there and make a joke out of it. And we promise you,
Yeah, nobody will bring it. I mean, it might be an ongoing joke.
But
You know what I mean? But you can own it. You know, maybe funny as shit.
It'll be funny for a minute. Everyone laughs and it'll be over. And then they're on to the next thing. All right. Timothy from San Fran.
What's up, Timothy from San Fran?
Oh, you'll get a kick out of this question. I decided to challenge my new trainer and told him, "You can't hurt me." By the way, it was leg day.
Yeah, it was stupid.
The workout was so intense,
dumb.
I could not walk down the stairs to leave the gym, and I couldn't walk for about 4 days.
Yeah, that was dumb.
His question's interesting, though. Is it my fault, or should the trainer have been more fun and humble and just train me normal? It's a good question.
It's a really good question. It depends, so
Depends on how big of an asshole you were.
yeah, it depends how big of an asshole you were. I mean, I'll bring up a situation right now. Like in 26 years, I've never, purposely hurt somebody, and I've never hurt somebody. Knock on wood, right? 26 years, all my clients have been successful and never been injured and everything else. Again, knock on wood, right? But I did have this one guy recently.
Here we go.
Yeah, that came into my gym, and as I'm training somebody, he came up to me and he's like, "Yo, I want you to train me." I was like, "All right, well, I'm with the client right now." I was like, "I can talk to you when I'm done." He's like, "All right." So I train my client, and I go over to talk to him, and this guy's like, "Oh, I'm a specimen, and I'm in phenomenal shape, and I hurt my back. I used to be a professional freaking tennis player, blah 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 blah." And yeah, so freaking. I was like, okay. I was like, so you want to train me? He's like, yeah, I want to look like you. I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll sign you up. And then he got his body fat done like 2 days later from somebody else, right? If we got at the gym, he went and did his body fat. He came up. He's like, yo, what body fat percentage do you think I am? I'm like, I don't know, 18, 20, which is good.
Yeah.
18 to 20 for a man is healthy. Like that's a good body weight right there. It's a healthy body weight. And he's like, oh, that's fun. And he got annoyed. He got upset. He got offended. He's like, oh, I'm offended, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm in better shape than you, and I'm better body fat than you. And he's like, what are you? I'm like, I'm 8%, And he's like, no way, you're 8%. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm 8%. I'm 8%
we get on
body
the
fat. You know
machine?
what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, freaking, I'm 8% body fat. I'm 97% muscle. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. And he was so obnoxious about it, dude. Like, he's like, oh, I'm a specimen. I'm gonna show you, bro. You wait till you train me tomorrow. I'm gonna show you. I was like, all right, bro, all right. And then I figured I'll play devil's advocate. I'll see how he acts. And he came in. He was just as much of an asshole, man, and just as much arrogant as possible. And I was like, all right, well, you know what, freaking, we're gonna see what you got. You think you're the man? Let's see where reality is. You know what I mean? And he quit 25 minutes into the workout. He's like, I can't take this. Freaking blah blah blah. Now he wasn't sore. Don't get me wrong. I exhausted him.
Yeah.
I didn't hurt him. I just exhausted him. I just showed him how he's not the athlete he was 13 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it was a reality check. That's all it was.
By the way, that's the biggest hang up usually is you think you're the same athlete you were 20 years ago,
and you're not.
And you're not. You're just not.
I mean? You're just not.
Yeah.
And I like to be honest with my clients. I like to have, I let them know exactly where they're at. If they eat shit and they put on weight, I tell them. I'm like, I can tell you've been eating shit. You know what I mean? I tell them straight up. Freaking, but yeah, so yeah, he quit. So from a trainer standpoint, depending on how much of an asshole you are,
yeah, it depends.
But on the same side, as a professional, right, his job is not to hurt you, right? It's not. Like that's not my job. Yeah, it's not my job to hurt you, bro.
Yeah.
And again, like I didn't hurt this guy. I just physically exhausted him. There's a difference. You know what I mean? I didn't make him do an insane amount of reps. I didn't make him do an insane amount of weight. I just exhausted him. I just took it from machine to machine to machine. So there is a level of professionalism that has to happen at all times, right?
Yeah. Plus, your trainer, you could get in trouble for that shit, anyways.
Fuck yeah, man! Yeah. Like, listen, if he overtrains you, so you can actually send your muscles into atrophy, and you actually can bleed internally. Ugh. Yeah, dude. Freaking this trainer did it to a news broadcaster up in New York. Overtrained her. Her muscles started, like they did arms or whatever, and her arms started swelling. And here she was bleeding internally. She could have died.
Yeah.
And so again, because what you're doing is breaking down muscle tissue, man. So you literally have to this as much as an asshole somebody might be, you literally have to be professional at your job at all times. You know what I mean? And not hurt somebody. Not do that on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do that, man. So yes, the guy. There's different levels to do that, right? Like how I did it with my guy. Again, I physically exhausted him. I didn't overly exhaust him, right? I didn't overexhaust his muscles.
Yeah.
I just broke down his cardio. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like that guy was fine for days later. Freaking, he was all right. I saw him at the gym today, actually. Freaking whatever. But yeah, so you want to make sure that that you don't do that stuff. So yeah, no, he was in the wrong in that. I think he was in the wrong.
Yeah, I would think so too. So
yeah, I think he was totally in the wrong in that. I think at all times you need to be professional. And if somebody's really making you mad, just don't train them. You know what I mean? They're really pissing you off. Just don't train them.
All right. Yeah. Gerald from Orlando, Florida. This is a good one. My girlfriend for over a year broke up with me. It wasn't a great relationship for a lot of reasons, but she wins because to break up with me, she Venmo'd me 1 penny and wrote, "This is for my cheap piece of shit ex-boyfriend." What is the most creative way or what's the worst way you ever broke up with somebody? She didn't even text him. She didn't call him. She Venmo'd him a penny. And you know how in Venmo, I guess you can write whatever's public?
Yeah.
She broke up with him on Venmo. I've never heard that someone breaks up with somebody on Venmo.
No, that's creative, though.
But by the way, at least he had a humor, but he was like, she won. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty creative.
Break Breakups always suck, anyways.
I think I've only ever dumped like one person in my entire life. I've always been the one getting dumped. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm always the one getting broken up with, and I think I've only ever broken up with one person in my life.
I don't, and when people, it really it boggles. I very rarely. Here's what I would say. It's interesting when people are like, oh yeah, like the breakup was great and we're so friendly, and I'm like, that happens. Like, I'm not saying you need to be mean to each other and shit, but the relationship didn't work. Yeah. So, and by the way, this is why almost every single once the relationship's over, most people know this is true. You probably are in there for another 2-3 months too long. It always goes too long, and then you break up and you're like, oh, we should have ended that shit like 6 months ago.
Yeah. I mean, that's a case-by-case scenario, right? I know people that have broken up and they got remarried. You know what I mean? So it's a case-by-case scenario. It happens, right? So each individual experience is based on their own perspective of their reality of what they want to do.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah, I mean, if we can. But that was creative.
It was creative.
That was creative.
I didn't know that people do that.
I'm sorry, I'm just a loser and everybody dumps me.
By the way, you're not a loser because, but like, and now all of a sudden people are going to start breaking people up on Venmo. It'll be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Tony from Stockholm. All right, Stockholm. On a date with a new person I was seeing, she casually mentioned that she had been with over 300 men. I don't think I can still wrap my head around how the math of this works. But how do you guys feel about body counts, and do you think it's important to discuss when dating? And oddly enough, I think me and you like a week ago at the gym were just talking about this. I don't think it's important at all. I don't think you bring it up. First of all, you shouldn't be wearing it as a badge of honor. Anyone who's ever asked me, my answer is always kind of cheesy. I always go, I don't count. Why would you count?
Yeah, no, I said the same thing. I don't.
I'm not trying to collect trophies.
No. You know what I used to always say? I never looked at a person as a number.
Yeah.
I looked at them as a person.
And that's the easiest way to say it.
300 is not a flex. No, 300 is not a flex.
No, me and you joked about it. I say this all the time. You're not planting a flag anywhere new. No. So there's no reason to come out and be like, oh, here's my body count. I've counted every person.
Yeah, no.
That's just
weird.
Get out of there, Tony.
Yeah, no, listen, she told you that. That was you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie freaking what is this? Made by that Jersey producer. Was it not Mallrats, but freaking what's the one?
My man here, Kevin. Is it Kevin Smith you're talking about?
Yeah, but was it Cashiers? Clerks.
By the way, it's like, on the wall is right there.
Yeah, right there. He goes. When he goes, she goes. How many? Yeah, how many dicks have you sucked?
She's like,
He was 37.
It was 37.
And then
she's like, I've sucked 37 dicks. He's like, oh.
And he yells at her, try not to suck any dick on the way to the parking lot.
No, listen. In my reality, listen. We all have our version of reality. Chris's little bubble I live in. You've never been with anybody but me.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? That's it. I don't need you to break my reality up with your fucking reality, man. I don't care. I don't want to know.
But that's what I mean by you're not planting a flag anywhere, so I don't need to know. If you're with me at the moment, we're together.
Yeah,
whatever got you here, got you here.
I just want to know if I'm the best.
Just lie to me and tell me I'm number one.
Just lie to me and tell me I'm number one all the time.
Goes back to Kathy D. Whoever she sleeps with next, the bar's pretty low.
Bar's pretty low.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Like no pressure.
Oh, you got hard.
All right. You're already better.
Already hard.
Connie, I didn't forget you as we're wrapping up. As we're coming to the end. Connie from Canada.
Save the best for last, right, Connie?
Connie actually asked some regular questions. All right, Connie. The two regular questions she asked is, first off, if you were granted 3 wishes, what would they be? And you can't ask for more wishes, of course.
Because that's fucking lame.
Yeah, it is kind of
right.
Lame. Well, I mean, it's good.
So my first wish would be world peace. Just kidding.
You're like, nah, it's not.
Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I would probably wish. I don't know. That's 3 questions, right? Three wishes.
It's so really hard when you really think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Because here's my thing. Like, I don't want to wish for nothing. I want to earn it. You know what I mean? I'm more, listen, I'm old fashioned. I don't know, care whatever you call it. Like, when people say, hey, Chris, you deserve this or whatever, I always say, nah, man, I don't deserve shit.
Well,
I don't deserve anybody. I earned everything I fucking have, right? So it's hard to say what I wish for, right? I probably wish for, my kids to live with me, be number one.
There you go.
I wish my kids to live with me and that we live in a really nice house, with whatever style house they'd want, to be honest with you, as long as I had my Lamborghini.
That's I wouldn't care. My Lambo.
Financial freedom. you know,
Yeah.
and health for everybody
health.
I know. Yeah, and health.
Health is
everybody,
wealth.
Yeah, and everybody I know that's healthy, you know, be immortal, live forever.
It'd be all those. I always just afraid because you see those movies where someone makes a wish and they're like, I want $1 million.
Yeah.
And then the genie's an asshole and a million deer show up.
That's the thing. Like you so when you make a wish like there's always a counter reaction
There's
to that
always.
wish. Always a counter reaction. So that's why I'd rather earn it. That way the only reaction is I get fucking what I earned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But that's a cool question, Connie.
Cool question.
I was actually clean, Connie. I was pretty
was amazed.
pretty impressed. That was a clean
Her
question.
second question is just as clean.
Is it?
Are you
feeling okay, Connie?
What sports do you enjoy watching? I'm a football fan.
I'm a rugby guy.
Do you watch like the seasons of it?
I do. I watch it when it's on. It's really not, they don't really televise it a lot here in America, which sucks.
Do you watch the Australian rules football? Is that what it is?
Rugby?
Yeah. Well, I know it's kind of everywhere, but I'm saying like, what's the premier version of it? Is it Australia? Is it New Zealand? Like, what is it?
So anywhere in one of those European countries.
I think it's the third most watched sport.
Yeah.
It's like Formula One. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's soccer.
Soccer's
it's
number
like
one.
Formula
One, and then it's rugby.
Then it's rugby. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, I love rugby, man. I forget it. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Forgetting cricket.
Oh,
I don't think cricket was popular as
I
rugby.
think cricket's up there with the NFL on par.
Cricket's number 2.
Is it
Cricket's
really?
number 2.
Cricket's number
You're
2.
forgetting about India.
Oh, the volume of people in India.
Yeah, it's massive.
But what do people in China play?
Google it. Say Google it. Top 3. Yeah, Google it. Let's do some fun facts right now.
Our resident, what are you, not millennial? What do we call you? Gen X?
I'm a Gen Z.
Oh, my favorite rugby team. I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you.
In New Zealand, right?
Well, yeah, I love the Blackhearts. 100% love the Blackhearts. Love the whole, the Samoan thing too.
Yeah.
The Samoans do. I love that. I love that stuff. Fires me up. But I was really impressed with the women's rugby team from America.
Awesome.
The women's rugby team was amazing. I think there's some actually.
Was the women's rugby team better than the women astronauts that just went up to
Oh,
space?
Jesus, don't even start me on the women astronaut thing. The fuck was that? What is it?
I
What's the
didn't
top
mean to
3
interrupt,
time?
but I just threw it in there.
I looked it up.
All right.
Top 5 most famous sports. Do you guys want to guess?
Number 1's got to be soccer.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, number 1
World
soccer.
Cup.
Do you guys want to guess?
Number 2 is Formula One.
Nope.
Is it cricket?
It's cricket.
It's cricket.
2.5 billion fans.
All right.
Number 3, basketball. Sorry.
Wow, basketball.
Wow, the NBA?
Well, I'm not surprised. And number 4 is
Not-
baseball. Then
No, it's got to be
number 5.
Formula One. You still have Wait, hold on. You still have the Super Bowl, Formula One, and you still have. There's what are the big sports?
Women's naked wrestling.
What's next? 'Cause they got to be in there.
Number 4 is hockey.
No shit.
No way.
Hockey.
How many people watch hockey?
Roughly 2 billion fans across
Really?
India, Pakistan, the Netherlands, Australia, Canada, U.S., Russia, Scandinavia,
Hockey.
Wow.
Sweden,
Look at
Finland,
us getting schooled by the Gen Xer.
Yeah.
Gen
Hockey.
Zer.
I would
And
have
then-
never guessed hockey,
And what's
bro.
5 then?
Guess. I want you to guess what's 5.
I still think
Horse
Formula One's
racing.
up there.
Neither.
It's going to be something really stupid.
Tennis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would have thought golf
Wimbledon?
would have been in there somewhere.
Wimbledon, U.S. Opens, majors.
Oh yeah. By the way, golf. You're to your point because the Saudis are involved. That'll be
That's gonna be huge.
That's going to be a huge thing.
Yeah.
All right, couple more questions. Manny from Philly. He writes, "Go
Hey,
Birds,
hold on. Shout out to Philly. I'm
Go-
a PA guy.
go Birds."
Go Birds. The Birds.
All right. On our third date, the girl I was seeing invited me over. Circumstances came up and I had to cancel. Honestly, it was just a work-related thing, but she got so mad. Turns out she threw me a surprise surprise party. Is trying too hard a red flag?
No.
I think it's a lot, though, for like a third date.
Throwing her a surprise
By the way,
party?
I celebrate everything, so I'm a fucking celebrator.
Threw a surprise party on the
She
third date?
threw a surprise party on the third date. Look, but here's the thing. She got mad at him, and it was because of a big fight because he had to cancel for work, and she's like, but I threw you a surprise party. So I don't.
Oh, well, yeah. Listen, yeah, that's a little much.
It's a little much.
That's a little much. Yeah, I didn't realize it was the third date and you had to cancel work. That's a little much, man.
Yeah, third date. So he just had to move it for
that's
work.
man, I don't know.
It's tough because I would love a person to be that excited about stuff.
What's
but
that
third
movie?
date?
What's
though?
that movie with Vince Vaughn and the redhead where she's like obsessed with him?
Are you talking
Okay.
about Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, dude, she's like
Oh,
obsessed
it's
with him and she
great.
like follows him everywhere.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a red
It's
flag.
a little psycho, but also it's a little fun.
Yeah,
He wasn't marrying her, so.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. All right. As we're getting closer to the end, Sydney from North Carolina. I dated a guy from Britain named Duncan.
Love that name.
We dated for a few weeks, and then I was introduced to a friend of his we ran into on accident at a bar in the city. Turns out he was really from New Jersey and was faking a British accent the
Love
whole
it.
time.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I called an Uber and dipped out and ghosted him. Do I owe him an
So wait, he's
explanation?
from Jersey?
Yeah, the
And
guy.
he was able to pull off a British accent?
He said he was.
Yo,
name was
that's
Duncan.
amazing.
He said he was Duncan from Britain,
Duncan from Britain. He's like, I'm Duncan from Britain.
and they ran into a
funny.
random person at a bar, and the girl they ran into outed him when he went to the bathroom.
That is fucking
She's
great.
like, he's from New Jersey. She's like, his name's not Duncan.
That is fucking great.
She got an Uber, got the fuck out. She wants to know.
How do
just
you know the
know
girl was telling the truth, though?
I mean, look, you know how rare that would be though. If someone came up to you and was like, "He's not from fucking."
Listen, I've seen women do some fucked up
That is,
shit
by
at a
the
bar,
way,
bro.
By the way, you're right. I do.
You know what I mean? I've seen some women do some fucked up shit to get an angle in on somebody.
So does she owe him an explanation? Should she call him?
Well, I would have hung out to find out if it was true. Like I would have been like, "Yo, man."
That's a valid point.
You know what I
should have
mean?
stayed.
You should have stayed to find out if it was true. You shouldn't have trusted her. Listen, those women are trifling bitches at the bar.
Yeah.
Trifling.
Yeah. I didn't even
You
think
know?
about that.
Yeah, trifling bitches at the bar. I've been out a couple times, man. I've had some women say some fucked up shit to me and say some fucked up shit to people I was with. I had a
Because they
girl-
want. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a girl that went to a friend of mine. I'll never forget this. She was actually a Victoria's Secret model. I'll never forget this. This dude is Stefan. Great guy. Rest your soul, Stefan. Great kid. Good looking dude, Cuban. Black hair, looked like he should be on a TV show. Good looking kid. Got all excited at the bar, dude. He comes up to me and goes, "Yo, man, this Victoria's Secret model gave me your phone number, bro." And he's holding his hand like this. You know what I mean? Like he's holding it in his hand. He's like, "Victoria's Secret model gave me your number." And he's fucking stoked, bro. She comes walking over with a friend, looks at him, looks at me, looks back at him, grabs the phone number right out of his hand and hands it to me, bro.
Oh.
Right in front of him. I was like, "What just happened?"
Like what?
What the hell? Like literally, it was like somebody just stole his candy, bro. Like I was like, that's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. But yeah, so women do some trifling shit. So yeah, no, I would have stuck around and asked him.
Yeah, it's a good call.
You know what I mean? What if he's actually really was from Britain? His name was really Duncan. He was actually a really good dude. And this chick was just trying to get on your shit. So because you left, and now she's got him all to himself. She's like, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. British guy?"
I remember I was working at TGI Fridays. I was dating his mom. He learns a new story every day.
Love this.
In the middle of
Love
date,
this.
all these people would come in and see me behind it. I was like the top bartender on a college campus, and I'll never forget. His mom was talking. She was talking to me. She was a waitress there, and this girl came up and turns around and tapped her on the shoulder and goes, "Oh, I heard you're his girlfriend." And she goes, "Well, yeah." And she goes, "Not for long. Once I get done with it."
Oh yeah, no,
And I was like,
I've had that happen too.
Damn.
Yeah. Because people say some fucked up shit.
Women are fucked up.
Fucked up, especially when there's drinks involved.
Yeah. So,
Like, there's like,
all right. Last question. We've been at this again for over an hour and a half,
that's crazy because I feel like we just started.
and then we'll do colognes.
Oh yes,
So we have to do
listen
colognes.
for all you guys, man. You know,
Yes.
that have been watching and writing in questions. We got the answer for you.
All right.
What is the best cologne for men?
All right. Ben from Australia wraps us up with a gym question. In the middle of a HIIT class, the instructor walked off the floor for a few minutes in the middle of a round. His mic was still on,
No.
and we heard him talking dirty to someone. When he came back in, a girl walked up that was in the class and smacked him in the face, who was his girlfriend. Then it started a major fight in the middle of class.
That's amazing.
Have you guys ever witnessed some crazy shit on the gym floor before?
Yes.
'Cause I'd have to imagine you have.
Yes. I've seen some fucked up. Like one of my clients kicked a dude in the nuts in pickleball because this guy
In the
started.
pickleball? Oh,
Yeah, because
my
this guy
God.
started. And this dude, listen, my client's like 62 years old, man, and this kid that was like 28, like threw a ball, like hit him with the ball on purpose. And like picked a fight with him.
Bro.
And they started talking about how he was a champion Taekwondo dude and blah, blah, blah. And not knowing that my client, even though he's 62, is a Taekwondo guy. So like he stepped back and this dude like went at him and he kicked him in the nuts and
Kicked
dropped
him in the nuts, yeah.
Now, there was another guy who exposed himself to an instructor. Like some fucked up shit happens in the gym. That's funny though. Yeah.
Yeah, she smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
That would be a great class and not finish.
Listen, that's something good to talk about.
Like, how was your workout? It wasn't a good workout, but by the way.
But by the way,
There's some
this
cool
is what
shit.
happened today. Yeah, it's some shit that happened today.
All right. So wrapping up the show, episode 12, we had
Episode
a poll.
12.
So altogether, there were 1,719 responses. So
719 responses for the call?
1,719.
Oh, 1,719 responses.
1,719 responses.
Well, thank you guys.
So, I guess this was a big topic. And, of course, Yes, there was one person who wrote in that I think you should know because immediately I thought I was gonna bring in the 2 colognes that were rated, but I didn't know the name because they're like they're like a weird French brand or some shit.
Yeah.
But someone wrote in, "Hey Chris, isn't it time to show brings Kevin's pickles in? Maybe you should put a reminder on your calendar."
I know. So I actually got a
can't
message.
believe someone wrote
Somebody
that.
actually wrote me a message this morning. Said, "Yo, don't forget Kevin's pickles."
It must have been the same person that's put an email
and then
in.
somebody asked me on here. Yes, Kevin, I love you.
Kevin,
Sorry, bro.
Kevin, we brought.
Here's the problem. I started work.
You were all day, bro.
I left my house at 6 o'clock this morning. 6:15 this morning. I started work at 7 o'clock. I've been at work. I literally was at work, and I had, I think, 10 clients today.
Yeah, you had a bunch today.
Yeah, freaking. So like I worked every hour, and I didn't get a chance to leave work until I had to come here. Hence why I'm still wearing a muscle shirt or a jersey tuxedo, whatever you want
That's
to call
the best. A wife beater.
wife
Just call it
beater,
what it is.
yeah, whatever it is. That's
This
why
ain't-
I'm wearing
this
this.
ain't PC show.
I'm literally wearing sweatpants right now because I literally left my job and ran here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Kevin, I'm sorry, man. Eventually it'll happen.
Kevin, it's going to happen at the right moment when the
The right
universe
moment.
wants
and
pickles
listen,
to
you
be
can
here.
go check out Kevin's Crazy Pickles, man, on TikTok, on everything else. Here's
There
a
we
plug.
go.
Here's a plug for you, Kevin. Kevin's Crazy Pickles, right?
check him out.
Go check him out. He's on TikTok. He's a great guy, man. He knows what he's doing. I've known Kevin for a long time.
Kevin, I ordered pickles today for the house, not from you, so I think we should get together so I can get some pickles.
There you go.
All right. Top
Kevin's
cologne.
Crazy Pickles.
Kevin's Crazy Pickles. This cologne spot is sponsored by Kevin's Crazy Pickles.
By Kevin's Crazy Pickles.
That's
all
right.
So wait. So drum roll.
Okay. By the way, all right, the number one,
Number
and then the
one?
rest of them I just are just.
Wait. We have like number three.
I put them in that order, but realistic, they're so close. So number one was, and I'm gonna fuck this up when I say this.
No, you can't start with one. You got to
Right?
make them
You
wait.
gotta build it up.
Okay,
you
I'll
can't.
go backwards.
Go backwards.
I'll go with what we call honorable mentions.
Honorable
I
mentions.
have
Honorable mentions in cologne for men.
I have honorable
that women
mentions.
love.
Honorable mentions were Tom Ford,
Tom Ford,
Yves Saint Laurent,
Yves Saint Laurent,
Creed Aventus,
Creed Ventus.
Lagerfield Classic. I've
never heard that.
I've had
Lagerfield Classic.
I had a bunch of people write in Lagerfield Classic, Chrome,
Chrome.
and the last one that got a lot of votes was Fresh Out the Shower.
Fresh out the shower.
So you were talking about just natural, no cologne.
Oh, do me.
Oh, do me. All right. In backwards order, I think it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I did do it this way. All right. Number 10
Number 10.
was Burberry.
Burberry. Good classic.
By the way, there was a lot of different Burberrys, but it just came in as I just put it in Burberry. So
Well, listen, let's put this out there right now. If anybody's watching that owns a perfume company or a cologne company, and you see us talking about this and you want to send us a sample so we can actually promote it for you,
Yeah.
we do have a P.O. box on our website.
yeah, we do.
All right, you can send us a clone on our website at Advice Unfiltered podcast.
It's a device unfiltered, and then the
Advice
address
Unfiltered,
is right on the bottom of the website.
Advice Unfiltered. You can send us a clone and we can try it. Right?
Or if you want, I mean, this is kind of a crazy suggestion. If you have a sample of something you want us that you think we like, send us a sample. Like if you just have it and send it to us so we can smell it. I don't want you to
Cologne.
send us a whole bottle of cologne. It's
No,
kinda
you can send us a whole bottle of cologne. Listen, you're
All
saying
right.
samples. Next thing you know, we're gonna get like panties and everything sent to us. So freaking like, listen.
You just threw it
Like,
out there.
I'm just being honest with you. I know my followers.
I know my
There's
followers.
Some
All right.
freaky people out there.
So 10 was Burberry. Number 9 was Armani Code.
Armani Code.
Armani Code.
Never smelled that. Armani
By the
Code.
way,
Number
Burberry
9?
Touch. I love Burberry Touch. So
Yeah,
that's a good
Burberry
one.
was a classic, man. That was something that all my friends used to wear back in high school. Burberry was a shit.
Number 8 was, I know we kind of said this fresh out of the shower, but number 8 was natural smell, no cologne.
Number 8.
Number 8. Number 8 was
See,
no
I
cologne.
used to say that, man. I used to say, freaking girls used to tell me all the time I smell good, and I was like, it's called "Oh Do Me."
But yeah,
French.
Oh, do me.
Oh Do Me.
Number 7, Jacquard. That's what number 7 was.
Jacquard.
Yeah.
I like Jacquard.
You'll love this one. Number 6. We talk
6.
about
Number
it.
6
It's
in
old
colognes.
school. It's
Jupe.
old school. By the way, a lot of people said Jupe, but like I think people were just excited that you said it. I still don't know what the fuck it is. But we did
You
talk.
should be excited I said it.
But we did talk about this. Everyone knows what this one is. It's been around fucking forever.
Stetson.
No.
No.
It's we did talk about
Old
it.
Spice.
Close. A lot of Old Spices. My dad wore it.
Polo.
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 Polo was up there.
Polo.
Jean Paul Gaultier. That's the body,
Gutierrez.
which I like. And then my son actually wears the new version of it, which actually smells really good. It's
I
like
just
the
love saying
gold,
the name.
the
Jean-Paul Gutierrez.
golden,
It's the gold bottle.
the golden black bottle.
Yeah.
Because the classic is the guy's body, but it's blue.
Yeah,
I've done that one. That one's a good one.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
I've tried this one. I do not like it, but this is a 5, 4, 3. Oh, this is number 4. I tried this one. I don't really like it. 1 Million by Paco Rabanne.
Never heard of that.
I've seen a lot of it.
1 Million by Paco Rabanne.
I know.
It's all over
That's
Macy's.
Spanish?
I guess.
Paco
I know a
Rabanne?
bunch of people have it. They like it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of people have
I've
it.
never even heard of it.
Number 3 was Bleu de Chanel.
Blue de Chanel.
So I guess Chanel makes it blue for men. These were the 2 most popular. I think most people voted.
it's number 2?
Number 2 was
Number 2, best cologne for men. Men, are you paying attention?
Aqua di Gio. How the fuck do you say it?
Dad, it's the clone you and me have.
Oh yeah, it's what my wife buys me.
It's the best.
By the way, bro, that's how little I know.
Yo, your reaction's best. Like, oh yeah, I got that.
Oh shit, I got that one.
So what is it? Aqua
di Gio.
Aqua di Gio.
By the way,
Aqua di Gio, number 2.
I didn't even
Aqua di Gio.
remember.
It's
I told
Italian,
you.
I'm assuming.
My wife, like over $600 of cologne went back, and she goes, "No, this is the one." So,
That's so weird.
and he loves it too.
Trust me,
So
I steal
So
it
listen,
all
it just
the time.
shows you that we tell the truth. Because if you remember correctly, in episode 11, Tony said,
I have no.
I have no fucking idea what the fuck I wear. I let my wife pick it out. So
By the-
if we can, there you go.
By the way,
And that's the smell that she said that she
loves.
She loves.
that she's like, "This is your smell."
Aqua di Gio.
I have gotten so many compliments with the Aqua di Gio.
I'm gonna have to try that. Aqua di Gio, number 2.
I do like it because a lot of people say it's good, and she loves it. So I don't care. He likes it too.
I'll wear it around, and people are like, "Oh, you smell amazing." I'm like,
I
"Thanks."
smell like Aqua di
Yeah.
Gio.
So by the way,
Italian stallion.
I agree with number 2.
Yeah, you have to.
wear it.
You have to.
And
The
number
Italian
1.
stallion.
Number
Oh,
one
number
was-
1.
number 1.
Number 1 cologne. Build the suspense.
Hold up, drum roll.
Number 1 suspense. What is it?
I'm gonna fuck this word up. Is it Savage by Dior?
Savage.
Savage.
Savage by Dior.
Almost. I mean, it was a lot of people.
Savage by Dior.
Savage. How do you
Savage
say it?
by Dior.
Savage.
Is that the one? Is that the one
Savage.
that Johnny Depp promotes?
Yes,
It is. It's the one that Johnny Depp promotes. That's why
I personally don't like it because it's so popular.
Because it smells like pirates.
everybody wears it.
It smells like
know.
pirates and
Everybody's
bracelets.
Arr.
I know at least 10 people off the top of my head that wear
You
it.
can't. It's hard when
every day.
you wear a cologne everyone wears because then you're not
Yeah,
unique.
no, you gotta stick out, man.
So, by
That's
the way,
funny
thank-
because neither one of my colognes are on there. I picked Dolce & Gabbana light blue and
look.
Tommy Bahama dark green or
Look,
dark blue.
my wife joined. Shout out to you who bought me a cologne that's ranked number 2 that I didn't even know what the name was.
Yeah, no Old
And,
Spice. Somebody picked Old Spice, man.
No. But people wrote in. A lot of people wrote in Old Spice. So that was one that was on there.
On
Jupe
there.
was on there.
Jupe was on there.
There was a lot that fell, but we were talking about 1,700 responses.
Yeah.
You're talking about just
700. That's pretty crazy.
you're taking the top 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so outside that, here you can shut your mic off. You can come behind so you can get seen on the screen there, sir. You can
Light
come.
blue
You
is your
can,
favorite. Light blue is my favorite.
so you can come and get some credit for being. This is our resident. Gen, what are you, Gen? What?
Gen Z.
It's our
All right, so
resident
that's our Gen Zer right
Everybody say
there.
hi.
Hi. So all right, now you can go off screen because we just want to give you some love.
Yeah.
But anyway, so first of all, shout out to all you guys. I actually thought about this today. The response is crazy. The questions you guys write in, the support, the sharing, the messages, how much, like even just this poll of just asking you guys to help us.
Pretty amazing.
If something doesn't work, you just reach out to us and let us know. We're new at this and we're trying our best. And what's made it really, really, I mean, I wake up, I was so excited to come today.
Yeah, me
'Cause
too,
haven't
man. I
seen
was
you all
excited to do
week.
this. You know what
And
I mean?
I was like, it started to be like, oh, this day is going to be great.
Yeah, that's why I made the post this morning. I think you see my excitement this morning when I made that post at 7:50 or 6:50 this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, if we can let everybody know we're going live. Yeah, no, I love this, man. This is fun.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoy it too. You
So,
know what I mean? Like I really do.
So I also saw, you don't know this, so this is a news for you.
I love news for me.
News for you. I got a message from Spotify.
No fucking way.
I did. We are the number 2 newest podcast that they like on their platform.
Are you serious?
Number 2.
Number 2.
I got an email about it. I didn't tell you, but yeah, I haven't seen you all week, so.
That's amazing.
They sent me a message that said, hey, by the way, across all
It's amazing.
They said across all platforms, when you look at it, you are the number 2 newest podcast out there gaining traction.
Wow.
It's fucking
So
great.
listen,
So,
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to share. But
that's freaking amazing.
Chris, you
that
can-
is freaking amazing.
fucking awesome.
Right? That's freaking amazing. Episode 12.
When I get
Ah!
that, stuff,
I
it's
love
like. But anyway, so my small part before we say goodbye is I appreciate all of you.
Freaking awesome.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
my family, my friends. I appreciate all the support, people that write in messages, clips. It's crazy we're 12 episodes in, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Wherever this goes, we're going together.
Yes,
I appreciate
absolutely.
the regulars.
Absolutely.
I appreciate the questions. I appreciate all of you
Connie
guys.
and Nita, you're all coming with.
So, and the blanket and the calendar news will
the
be next
blanket,
week.
the calendar, yeah. Like so. All right. So back to the blanket challenge, right? So what you have to do, part of this is you have to like and subscribe. You have to share, right?
Yes.
As much as you possibly can. Share our post. Share our post. Share the lives. We and Tony will probably go live again this week. Maybe sometime we'll work out together and go live
And
again.
if you could share a couple people, I don't mean to interrupt you. A couple people do this, which I really appreciate. They're taking our clips.
And they're sharing on their stories?
Yes, and they're sharing on their stories.
Love you for that. Yeah, I saw that too. Love you for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that very much, man. Very much appreciated.
So, but I will let you bring it. That's my part of the whole thing. Shout out to my my esteemed son there who got to join the podcast today. Shout out to our engineer over there, chiming in all the time, my man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And Chris, bring us home.
All right, man. Listen, number 2. That's freaking amazing on Spotify, right? And that's all to you guys, and that's all because of your love and support. And I truly can't thank you enough, man. I really do, really do appreciate it a lot, man. Because this is our baby. We want to see this take off, man. And I'm driven for this, and this is gonna get much bigger. I mean, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. You're gonna see us on a national platform. We are gonna travel and bring the show to you. These are all things that happen. But on the flip side of all that, you got to share. You got to share. You got to share. You got to subscribe on all the platforms to make that happen. And everybody that's done that so far, thank you. As always, we believe in you. We believe in the best in you. This is Advice Unfiltered, episode 12, number fucking 2 on Spotify. Fucking for new show. That's fucking amazing. Woo! Thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.